Guys, welcome to today's video. I just found out, I just opened my email that the Beautylish sale is starting today on the 24th. Funny, I knew it was coming up, but I never read my emails because it's usually, you get a lot of them, you throw stuff away, and I happened to open this one and yay! There will be a sale up to 75% off. I don't know what the items are that will be on sale. But in this event, for every $100 you spend, you get a $20 coupon, if you will. And you can use that towards another purchase after the event, or even during the event. I'm not 100% sure. Let's say after the event. And it's a great way to stock up on some stuff. I know the Sephora sale is coming up, but I want to focus on some brands that are not found at Sephora. And there's many, many brands that Beautylish sells that I've never even heard of that sound really interesting. So if you're into exploring and you want to try something different, something nobody ever talks about, that's a good thing to do too. So because I'm in a hurry, I haven't pulled everything out. And to be honest with you, it's a little hot. This is the makeup I had today, so I didn't even do concealer. So I'm not looking my best, but it's not about me. OMG, what an incredibly vain thing to say. First things first, brushes. Beautylish has beautiful brushes. They have Wingos, which I have a ton of them in here, but I'm not going to pull them out. I did a video on some of my favorite brushes after I bought a bunch from Beautylish, and I will post that right here so you can take a look at those brushes. Some of them are right here. Oh my god, I hate making a mess. Love these, especially good if you have crepey or hooded eyes, because these are smaller brushes for detail work. For powder brush, my very favorite and only powder brush, well, I have another one that's huge, is this Wingos. I love it. If you are new here, you haven't seen me use this, but I use it 9 times out of 10. This Hakuhodo brush is my favorite blush brush. I have another one from Sept, which is also good for blush, and for contour because it's kind of squared off. But I love this, and I just got this Sonia G. And I have the Sonia G Sky Set as well. If you are into upping your brush game, this is the place to do it. I myself was looking at doing a foundation brush from Ray Morris, which is $120, and I think this is a good time to get it. Another really interesting thing from Ray Morris is this. This is the Invisible Mattifier, and that's exactly what it is. Like, let's get my brush back. Somewhere I have a backup of this, but I don't know where my backups are. This one kind of broke, but you pick it up with your brush, and it just mattifies you. I have a little bit of sweat going on here without imparting any color on your face. So I use the By Terry quite a bit, which also does not impart color. And I love the Kosas, but if the color's wrong, it just looks a little bit weird. This thing is pretty genius, and I don't see too many people talking about it. So, 2 things from Ray Morris. You need to check out her brushes. I have one of her eyeshadow brushes. I want to get a foundation, and this is an amazing, really amazing product. Alright, I just mentioned By Terry, so let's go there. The Hydra Powder. If you use a small amount like I do, this will last you for years. My first one I think lasted 3 years. Doesn't impart color, it's not drying, it's not mattifying. As you know, if you've been here before, my face is usually super shiny because of my sunscreen, so if I put on a lot of this, I might get slightly mattified, but generally it just brings down the shine. Love this one. I also love this. This is their hyaluronic acid, I think is what it's called. Links will be below. But this is lovely. I have a lot of these kinds of things. It seems like every company makes something like this. It's like a balm that has color to it, but this to me is the most comfortable and really worth checking out. In the world of La Mer, I haven't tried much, but I have tried this, and it's so funny. I'm wearing it today because I hadn't tried it in a long, long time. If you follow me, you know Tamara was here a couple of weeks ago, and it was a perfect match for her. And I was thinking maybe I'll give it to her, but I thought, let me give it another try, and you know what? Sorry, Tamara. I made you a really nice decant that I'm going to send to you, but I'm going to keep this. It is so beautiful. Such a beautiful, beautiful foundation. And there's rumors that it might be discontinued. People in Canada have said that they can't find it anywhere. I don't know if it was just a distribution issue, but it is a lovely foundation. They also carry Chantecaille, and this foundation is beautiful. It's not a lot of coverage, and they don't have a lot of colors. But if you can find a color that works for you, it is such a beautiful, beautiful foundation. And of course, the Giraffe Palette, which I am wearing today. Again, this is stuff I put on before I knew I was going to be doing this video, just to run a couple of errands. I love this. I use this all the time. Today, I just have this all over the lid, and then I thought, well, let me do this just to, you know, push everything back. But I have worn this all over my lid alone. It gives a little bit of shine, but it has enough color to it that it gives me a little depth as well as a hooded person. Beautiful products from Chantecaille. I have tried, oh, this powder. I don't know if they still do this. I have a lot of powders for some weird reason. Eclat d'eau. This is so interesting. It felt like a cream at first, and now it just feels like a very finely milled powder. It's quite light, so I would recommend this for people who are either very fair or if you want to kind of highlight. So, as things fall, I'm just going to pick some up on this brush, and look at this packaging. It's so pretty. And let's say you just kind of want to make your face a little bit lighter in the traditional highlight areas. If this color is too light for you, that's a good way to use it. Maybe a little under the eyes. I could use all the help I can get. Gorgeous powder from Chantecaille. My favorite brush cleaner, and I have been meaning to order this for a long time, but I wanted to order a couple of things at a time, and this has to go via ground because it's one of those explosive things. Perry & Spirit, the best brush cleaner. Super gentle, has a lovely fresh scent to it. I love this, and it lasts me a long time. I do a lot of spot cleaning because most of my brushes are natural and I don't want to wash them too much. I highly recommend that, and it's super inexpensive. Sept. Okay, Sept. When this first came out, it's broken because my nail went straight through it, but when this first came out, I did not get it. I'm like, what's the hoopla about this? I don't like it. And something changed. I tried it a few months ago, and I'm like, wow, this is so pretty. What is going on here? At the time, I didn't know, but I'm thinking it's probably because I used to use sunscreens that are really moisturizing, and they don't make them anymore, so now I'm doing sunscreens that are not drying, but they're not super moisturizing, and this looks beautiful. This is the Dewdrop Foundation, and I am in shade 4. Also from Sept, they make the best blushes, period. And you've probably seen me use these 3 before. So this one is, oh, did I step on this? I might have messed this up. This one's Barapapa. This, I believe, is Angelique or Cherubique. So one of these is Angelique and one of these is Cherubique. And I like to just use them all together, honestly. Or sometimes I'll go for this, you know, it's not really my thing, but it works with all of these and sometimes alone as well. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful blushes. I just don't think you'll regret that. And where'd they go? Here they are. Again, I'm using this one today. These are liquid blushes. Turn up like this. They weren't a huge hit. I put this on hours ago and I can still see it, but let's just do a little bit more. They only make 4 colors in these. I have 2. I got a peachy one and I got this one, which is Classique. And I kind of wanted a real flushy, like reddy flush kind of look today. saw a movie last night where the actress is wearing a color like this. I'm like, oh, I kind of like that. Okay, maybe a little too much, but these are beautiful liquid or cream blushes, whatever you want to call them, kind of in between. Gorgeous, love them. So from Sept, those are things that I would consider getting. I also have a beautiful Sept brush. Okay, this is my other powder brush. Hello. This feels like, honestly, I could do a lymphatic massage with this. Because I can feel just right through here where I always, this side of my face always has a lot more lymph in it. Oh, yes. It depends on your powdering pattern, how you like to powder. It's not something I use every day, but oh, it's beautiful. Noel Thompson made me buy that. All right, once again, I didn't have much time and I didn't pull out the other one, but Hindash is now at Beautylish. I did a review of this and I have another video. I've done 3 more looks on it, but nobody was watching that video, so I don't know if I should post it or not, but I am telling you, I think I've done another video wearing this. This right over here, including this as well, the most perfect neutral eye for my skin tone ever, out of everything I own. And of course the colors. And I put this on, and while it looks really quite vibrant, like a turquoise color, it almost pulled a little bit gray blue on me, which was also very, very pretty. His other palette, which I do have but I didn't pull out, is on the site right now along with his Hero liner, but apparently they are getting this, and when they do, I want to get out those, I want to get those lip colors, I think, because I've seen a couple of his tutorials with those lip colors, and yes, I think I need those as well. So this is the Le Fido Rouge from Sicily. I only have 2 colors and I am ready to get some more. Look at that orange, but look at this. If you have lips that are not perfect, this kind of bullet can really help you do a nice line without using a lip liner. I enjoy these very, very much. And I'm definitely, personally, I'm going to be getting at least 1 color. I was just online filling out my wish list and a lot of them were out of stock. They have several nude colors, but it's so hard to tell what it's really going to look like, and nudes kind of scare me, so I'm not doing that. But they have beautiful reds, oranges, pinks. They have something for everybody, and they're beautiful lipsticks. Now personally, I don't know what's going on with me in highlighter, but I might get one of the highlighters, which are famous for just how beautiful these are. Just take a look at this. So pretty. And I had been fooling around with the idea of getting one of the foundations, but I'm afraid it's going to be one of those lines where it's going to be hard to color match. But I've seen other people say their foundations are lovely. If you are a buyer of Sicily foundation, you already have a color, you already know you love it, this might be the time to get it. Kevyn Aquan, another brand that is no longer at Sephora, one of my favorite foundations. I have not worn this in a long time, is the Etherealist, and it's a very, very good color for me. I think it's a teeny bit dark for me right now, but come summer, I think that's why I don't wear it so much, because this is very good coverage. I don't know if you would call it full, but it's strong medium, and it looks, you know what it is? It's one of those foundations that looks like it's for an evening out. It's a special foundation. I've mentioned these before. Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk is not a daily foundation, it's a special foundation. One of the Clé de Pose, the matte, that I tried recently, a couple of months ago, I felt like that's a special foundation. This is also a special foundation, which is probably why I don't wear it that much. I need to have some special in my life. And I love these balms, you guys. These were widely panned all over the place, but I think people just didn't apply them right. And I have them in 2 colors. This is full on, full coverage. If you ever have something that you need to hide, you have an emergency, these are great, but it does take some finessing. And I don't know if you're interested, I'll do another video on this showing you the best way to apply this. And the last thing is, I didn't pull it out because it's old, it's before the reformulation, but Hakuhodo. Now Sephora does have some Hakuhodo products, but not a lot of them, and Beautylish has more. So I have their foundation, I can't remember what it's called, but I have the old bottle anyway. When they redid the formula, I think it's called the Aqua, they kept all the colors the same except for mine. So I bought like 5 bottles and I'm only on bottle 2 because it doesn't give a lot of coverage. But somebody had mentioned to me when I did a review on this Clé de Peau, she said that the Hakuhodo Mattifier, looks like Mattifier Moisture Foundation, it's the one that comes in a tube like this, but it's red, is similar to this. And you know, I was looking around, where can I find this? What are the color situations like? But now that it's at Beautylish, I just found out today, I think I'm going to give that a try. Another brand I've never tried is Oma Beauty, who is now at Beautylish, and apparently her foundation is really, really nice as well. So I might get a couple of foundations, a couple of brushes, and definitely some Sisley lipsticks, and maybe something else from Sisley. But that is what I recommend to you from Beautylish, and a couple of things that I am going to get. And now I have to go edit this and get it up for tomorrow. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. Please give this video a thumbs up. I really need to start saying that in the front. And I hope it was helpful to you. And I hope you come back again. Until we meet again, be safe and smart. And I'm wishing you good health.